Welcome aboard, everybody. It takes a little bit in our back office to get our stream going, but I am here, and it's Women in Weeds Day today. I have my weed T-shirt on, and let's see if I can move the little sign around here a little bit. If I move this little sign around, I can go. There we go. Okay. So here comes the R man. So everybody, today is a happy day, and it is Women in Weeds Day. So we have Jeannie in the bottle representing all the women in weed. I've got some new input and a video from Edwin that we made. And Edwin's on the move, everybody. So I'll tell you what that means in a second. So let's just roll our intro and share my screen with you all. It's the way we roll here. It's the way we do it. Ha ha ha. Just the way. I like it. I know I'm not supposed to sing. Okay, so we got to share our screen and give you a little quick time here. Let's start off with, you know what? Let's go back to Edwin's unlocking video that I made and see if you can see that. And everybody tell me verbally if you can hear it and if it's working right, because sometimes it doesn't work from the internet. So welcome to WEEDSDAYS. It is Jeff Eichen, and we're traveling to Oakland, California this weekend to go to the Emerald Cup 20th year. But in the first part of this episode, Women in Weed, we're going to talk about a dude in prison. But this is Edwin, everybody. He's on the move. I'll tell you what that means in a minute. That money will go directly to Edwin's commissary, and thank you, Freedom Grow and Last Prisoner Project, for all you do. We're teaming up with everybody these days and getting ready to do our concert and everything. Let's have a little intro here. Let's see if I can bring on the intro is behind this. Here we go. Ready? Know who that guy is? He was all about freedom also. Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen, and we say everything's going to be all right. Bob Marley's our hero. Yay. It's episode 221. It's Women in Weeds Day. And so welcome aboard, and may all the prisoners come home. May Edwin Rubiz be safe in his next prison. They're moving him this week, and he said it'll be dark for about 30 days, and then we're going to start again to go in to find him. So everybody, Ham Ham Parade, episode 221. Open heart.
And then we sing this part together. We will sing our way to wholeness. We will sing our way to wholeness. And then again. We will sing our way to wholeness.
And this weekend, the Emerald Cup. We're flying down, Kim and I. Nana's going with us, everybody, from Nana Soda. And don't bogart that joint. Stash Wagner is licensing us this for the first song on our CD for our concert, Relief, in 2025. We're going down to California this weekend to begin to do our push for the concert Relief for the prisoners and legislation. We're going to be meeting at the Oakland Coliseum. And there's Tommy and his son, and there's Tommy. So thanks to all the fathers and the OGs. So rescheduling it? No. Let's re-legalize it and don't criticize it. Be sure to go to relieffoundation.org and do support us. It's actually episode 221. Whoops. Love my editing. So check it out. We're going down to California. Kim and I are going to fly on Friday. And we're getting Cecilia from Nana's Secret, her sodas, to go with us. Parade. And Roxanne will be joining us also. So don't forget, everybody, even Peter. I've been talking to him this week, and he's a wonderful warrior. And he's got a GoFundMe. Just help everybody, help yourself. And I'm going to exit this and come back to the Zoom room, everybody. Let's see if I can get technology happening. And we've got the Flower Man, we've got Genie 420, and let's get our gallery view here. Here we go. So it's a blessing to be part of this walk. It's Women in Weeds Day today. So we honor all the women. We know now that there's somebody who looks and acts and is a woman running for office in America, for all you outside America. And I think there's a lot of young people that are excited, and it just is changing the vibe and everything. I'm really intentionally careful with having any politics on my show, even though this is a political issue that we deal with. We deal with, 1937, marijuana was taken off the ability to be medicine and to be relaxant and to help with PTSD. So it is a little bit political, but I won't go into the race thing. But the deal is that it's Women in Weeds Day today, so we honor all the ladies that are beautiful and gorgeous and that hold the children and that hold the space to mother the trees, the water, the earth. We may make the cars, the men, and we may make the bombs that kill people, but the women are here now. And it was back in 2012 when I was in Chichen Itza with 300 of our team, with white shirts and candles, and I stepped away from our little circle in front of the pyramids and went to where the elders were. They had feathers down to the ground, blah, blah, blah. But they told me it was time for the woman, and that was 2012. So right now, let's make it time for the woman again on Women in Weeds Day today. So I'm wearing my Women in Cannabis Expo shirt. Get your favorite shirt out and promote what you want to see in the world. That's a Gandhi thing, you know, and nonviolent communication Gandhi thing, and just get randy, everybody, you know, and get incredibly into the change that has to happen, where we bring every prisoner home because we're going to re-legalize marijuana, and maybe the new regime will assist us. But in the meantime, our concert series is going to raise the awareness and get really big and really fun. And so it's going to be fun to stand up on stage with the people we're asking. We don't have our team yet or our musicians yet, but through music, I think we can resonate the world and heal it. I mean, do you start crying when you hear a Celine Dion song or a song that says, well, I do, you know, and I learned about that, you know, and that music is a healing soul power. And I have one friend, her name is Judith Kate Freeman. She's from San Francisco, lives here in Port Townsend, and she has studied the brainwaves of music and elders and how it gives them peace and joy and harmony to hear that song that they heard as a child or as a young adult or as an adult. It brings back memories, calms you down, calms you down. So we saw you, Rodimus. Thank you for joining us today. We're happy to have you, and you look good with your little goatee. And I got my beard trimmed today. How's it look, everybody? Ready for the Emerald Cup?
I just
20.
want to say that I sang along with that song in your opening for the first time. I really enjoyed doing that.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay. You mean Doe Bogar that joint?
oh,
Hey. Well, Smokeahontas will be back one of these days, and we haven't lost her. She's just checked out for a minute.
not that song. The one that's the like the Indian song.
Okay.
Yes, I sang along with that today, and it was very nice to do that. So I'm glad that you incorporated that into your opening.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, you mean the where they were chanting? Yeah, everybody was chanting. Yes. Well, she says, "Sing along, everybody." So, through music is one thing that's always healed me. My friends that were stuck on opiates, everybody. This is a weed show. Okay, let's talk frank about opiates. Fuck opiates. And my friends that were all on opiates and they were doing this or whatever with opiates, they would put notes under my door at Parkview Studio saying, Jeffrey, you saved my life. Thank you for caring and being the designated driver. So that's the deal, is that we have to remember that, you know, it's still illegal and it's still a bummer. And Edwin is on the move. He's moving from one prison to the other. He was in this prison for 18 years or something like that. So just think, if you were him, just put yourself in the shoes of somebody in jail, and through music. I digress. I get a little bit twisted here. I go backwards here for a second. The opiate people would come to me and say, what saved them really wasn't me, was Lou Reed. Lou Reed helped them. So what was your favorite music, everybody out in Weedsday land, Women in Weedsday land? The musicians that helped you, that you cranked in your car to get your vibration up. You know, some people call it Kundalini or Chi, but that's a little Sanskrit for my show. But the vibration up, how did your heart get healed from this whole thing? Hang on just a minute. Rodimus, will you take over? I've got somebody at my door. Okay.
Okay. I want to say hi, first of all, to Cannoners. Hello, Cannoners. Welcome. Thanks for showing up like you do every week. Solo Breezy, great to see you. I'm glad you guys are here. And Solo, you got a better camera today. You got a sharp looking camera. You look very high def on our screen. Did you get a new laptop or something?
Yeah, we can say that. We're just in a new location today.
Nice. Looking. I can see the improvement.
No doubt.
And Candace, you're looking lovely as always with your Mona Lisa smile. Are you really a live image or are you frozen? I think you're frozen. Move your head. No? Okay, so you're not totally live with us. I thought she had couch lock. I thought you were on couch lock, Canoners. Come back. Canoners, come back. All right, well, it is Women in Weeds Days, so I guess you're the honorary regular appearing guest, Canoners, but I see you're sending texts. I'm sorry, I've been missing your text. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. Well, very nice, very nice. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay. Oh, you have a power outage. Oh, boo. Well, you'll be back soon. So you have power outage, which means that you can send texts, but we can't see you. Well, thank goodness, a really sweet image of you froze. You've got this lovely Mona Lisa smile, and I'm going to try to see if I can mimic that for a second. Wait, can I close the eyes a little more? There we go. How did that go, Solo? Was I doing a good impersonation of Canoners?
Hey, you guys are both stoners, so I'll go with it.
All right, then. I'm going to go ahead and move to you again, Solo. And since Jeff's not here, I'm going to go ahead and ask you if you have an opening quote for us today. Do you have a couple things prepared, one for now, one for later?
Absolutely. So,
right on, please. Well, please today, go ahead and go for it, man. It's your time. Go.
All right. So first off, I want to give a shout out to all the stoners out there. That's important. All the free stoners. I want to give out a shout out to all the activists, all the growers, all the people around the world. We're trying to bring this plant to fruition, make the world a better place. And shout out to the prisoners. We're going to continue to help you. We're going to continue to educate people out in the streets that don't know anything about cannabis. For today's quote, do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Man, those are true words and never spoken. Solo, that's a good one. Where did you find that?
I just have it typed up. Over here. Okay. I probably found it somewhere in the book.
Okay, because always good to quote sources when you can.
Definitely. Being a cannabis activist is difficult for where I live at in Pennsylvania. Trying to explain to people about cannabis and trying to explain to them that it's not what you see on TV about people getting pulled over for DUI and people being slumped over and people are uneducated on cannabis. And no matter what I do to talk about how beautiful the plant is, someone's always talking about how bad it is. But at the end of the day, being an activist, it's okay to be criticized because not everyone's on the same walk or journey as I am. So it's a beautiful thing. I love this plant and what it does to bring people together.
Well said, Solo. You're finding your voice, man. You're getting good. You're getting better. We'd love to have you. I think you seems to me like you're over the little kind of slump you had there for a while, and I feel like you're coming out of that, and it's beautiful. Beautiful to see you shining with your beautiful self, man. Thank you so much for showing up today.
So,
yeah.
Hey, if you can read what I just posted here on my screen here, that's from Genie 420. Woohoo, bowl mates! I hear and see you. Good quote, Solo. So with technology, we can get a little bit of sign language from our only woman in weed today on our show so far. You know, if anybody else pops in, I should call Kimmy. But this is a really kind of a cool thing that just happened at my doorstep. And, you know, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live at the end of the rainbow. I mean, nowhere is somewhere. And
watch that toe tapping, Jeff.
What?
Watch the toe tapping.
Oh, thank you. You got it. That was me toe tapping. Cool. So anyways, so the deal is we have our our boudoir bodybuilder coming on, Russell. But let me finish my quote here, and share with you all what just happened. I think I'll have to make me bigger here. So this just happened. Hang on. And it was pretty amazing, actually. Watch this here. Let's see if we can. So I'm with Jorge, and he said that he was drinking this cup, and he got plastic. He got this plastic right through the straw. So, well, you can also go back there and tell them. Go back to the shop. Okay. So that's my Mexican neighbor, and he came up to me and he at my door, and he said, "Are you a lawyer?" So most people always ask me, "Do you do law?" Because I'm assisting prisoners to come home. It is a law thing, and so no, I'm not a lawyer. I know.
Also, you're Jewish too, so. Yeah.
I know a few, but anyways, he found plastic in the straw in his mouth, and he was showing it to me in his hand. And it's really beautiful to live all the way from my father's Rosarita Beach and have neighbors that have tamales every Christmas and that are beautiful Hispanic people from way down there here in Port Townsend, Washington, up by Seattle. So it's really cool. And we have a good relationship. We do good stuff together, and with their family. But he asked me, and that was really that was a cool little video of me and Jorge. So blessings to you all there, and let's say hello to Russell. Russell, do you have a voice?
Yeah, I don't think I'm blocked. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, Russell.
I'm stopping to medicate during physical therapy. Yesterday, I did a 40-minute interview on Let's Be Blunt with Montel. Of course, I mentioned all you guys. We just got back from Playa del Carmen. Did some shaman work down there, did some cannabis work down there, and I also went fishing and caught 2 monster barracudas. And remember, doctors told me I would never be able to travel again. They told me I would never be able to go fishing again. They told me to go home and die. And because of whole plant medicine and my psilocybin mushrooms, I'm back. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I'm sorry. I've been living life. I'm back up and living again, trying to spread the word about how cannabis saved my life and psilocybin. So I apologize for not being able to join you guys in the last couple of weeks. But I have been spending some quality time with my family, things that doctors said I would never be able to do.
Hey. Well, let's see. Ham Pare, thank you. Through Ganja, yay for family. This is my sign language from 420 Jeannie, our woman of the Weeds Day.
I have more information about Germany, Jeff.
Okay, and what about Montel? Did you invite him to come on our show?
I told him about the show. I told him about the concert with Snoop, and he thought it was wonderful. He's very serious about the cannabis.
So are you able to get in contact with him so we can use his swag to make this happen?
I was with him for 40 minutes yesterday, and we're doing a follow-up meeting next week with his producer, Keith. I'll be glad to throw it in there, brother. I won't forget my family.
Russell's out there working on his book right now. So that's priority number 1, which is going to help a lot of people. So we're kind of tertiary here. So I would say that when
we're not tertiary, we're along the same golden highway.
Yeah, but that's a conversation you should have with Russell privately. I think on the show here,
it's fine. It's fine. This is my show. We can do it.
Support Russell in his book. So
yeah,
your name came up, Rodimus. Your name came up. I was telling some of the people that I work with, and I told him about you in Europe, and I told him about your show business experience on Kung Fu, and I told him about Jeannie, told him about Breezy, Crazy Pop Mom, everybody. I don't forget my family. I lift up everybody. You guys have given me a platform. You guys are my cannabis family, and I won't forget you. I've got a lot of big things coming up. this has opened the door for some other things, but I'm hoping to get some love for our concert. I've brought it up multiple times, and I tell them, just talk to Jeff Eichen.
And we're gonna also get ready to put together your documentary.
Yes, sir. I'm looking very forward to that, especially after doing. Oh, I did Weed and Whiskey television the Thursday before I left on July 31st. And you can see that. I speak about you guys very well. It's on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Fantastic.
Okay, Weed and Whiskey Television.
We're
Russell,
proud
you're
of you.
sweetie pie. You're a sweetie pie, Russell. We love you. Thank you.
We're proud of you.
No, I
Thank
love
you
guys
so
too,
much.
and like I said, once I switch up my physical therapy, because me and Kenny right now getting ready to hit the weights.
Well, go hit the weights, everybody, and hang
We're
on.
getting ready to hit the weights and work on me. But thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for following my progress. Thank you for giving me the platform.
Let's
Here
get
we
our
go.
shot. Let's get our shot, everybody. Come on, Rod. There we go. Okay. Well, hemp and hooray, and say hello to your workout buddies there, and know that there is my friend in Canada. She does 420 yoga.
We'll be doing that. We'll be doing that about a half an hour after our workout.
Okay. Peace out, man. And thank you for all you do and for mentioning us to Montel and all your people that you come across. We're really going for it.
You're such an
Big things are gonna
inspiration.
happen, guys.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
where can people find your book? Where can people find your book?
You can find my book. You can Google my name and find out all the information. My book is currently being sold on Amazon and Boco Books. We're working a deal with Walden, and you're going to love this. Cheech and Chong, the actual brand for Cheech and Chong, Tommy's brand, they want to work with me, and the doctor in Germany has made a video to accompany with my book about the power of hemp and Mary Jane for healing. It's going to be in German, guys. I'm sorry, but you'll be able to translate it. And like I said, this is Dr. Rainer Pleeth. He's a famous cannabis doctor in Germany. He was responsible, him and Dr. Grotenheimer, in getting their new laws changed in Germany. Germany just went recreational law, and I never expected that.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, we'll be there. We'll follow you. We'll film you. We need lots of B-roll, and hang on. And we will totally support you all the way, man. Thank you for all your love.
Okay. Plan on
Have a
going
great
to
workout.
Germany. Plan on me and you going to Germany in February. Fingers crossed, okay?
You got it. You got it. Okay.
Adios, guys. Love y'all.
Okay.
Have a good workout.
Peace.
We'll see you.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Well, blow me down. That was great having a little Russell. We haven't had him for a couple weeks. He's been in Mexico, everybody. And he's pumping the book, pumping the Montel, and all of it's swell, you know, if it's Montel. So, Solo, what do you think?
I'm excited for Russell. I'm really happy. I'm happy that he gets to come on the show when he can, but I can't wait to see his book. I actually want to read his book. I wanted to ask him to autograph it. I want to get a copy of it so I can read it. But I love his stories about how he had to overcome and how much cannabis helps him out. So I'm ecstatic for him. Always cheering for everybody.
Fantastic. Let's see. Oh, Google Translate can sort it out. Well done, Russell. So that's from Jeannie. She says when we go to Germany, we can get Google Translate. I guess AI is keeping up with it now, so that's pretty cool. Remember the first Siri and the first, dictation? My dad used it years ago, and it was so slow, and it was, I guess it had to learn your voice or something. But I'm blessed to be on WEEDSDAY today with you all. I was telling you a little bit about Edwin. So let me refresh everybody's memory. Edwin's been on our show quite a bit, and Edwin is right here above my face. Free Edwin. And Edwin is being moved this week. Edwin told me Well, you know what? Let me share my screen and we'll get a little Edwin before let's see. What what do we have? We have, oh, we're doing great on time. Okay. So I just want to check our time. Reset the room. It's Weeds Day, Women in Weeds Day, episode 221. So it's really a great day to be alive. And I'm going down to California starting tomorrow. I'm going to Kim's house in the afternoon, and then we're going to get on the ferry and go to the airport and navigate all my equipment into Oakland, California, and we got definitely an incredible Emerald Cup, and we'll see how the OG status goes. Maybe I'll get an award, and otherwise, I'm just going to be there as myself, and we're going to try to raise some money. We're going to raise some money. Hello, abundance, everybody. We're going to raise some money for our project there, and to get our 501c3. We're moving forward, everybody. We really have the energy to do that. And, you know, if the Swifties can do it, so can we. Maybe a couple of them, have a bowl for us and can come on board. So we love you out there in Weeds Day, Women in Weeds Day land. And I'm going to share my screen again. And Rodimus, I'm going to give you the clock. When it gets a little too long, just tell me, Jeffrey, we've had enough, or come up with, because I've got a recording from Edwin. Edwin called in before he's getting on an airplane and they're taking him to a new prison. So just listen to it in Edwin's words, everybody. I'm going to bring this up here and share this with you. So Rodimus, if it gets too long, tell me and I'll cut it off. Okay. So here we go, sharing my screen and boom. Okay, so now we're going to go down and get Edwin. Okay, Edwin right here. Boom. Boom.
Shackled and fettered and with a chain with all the inmates, and we're going to be put on a bus, and we're going to be transferred from here to another institution, which is probably BLM. And then from there on, we're going to be put in a cell, and stay there for a few days, and then we're going to be transferred to airport, and in the airport to probably Oklahoma, and then from Oklahoma to my destination, which I'm kind of unaware right now.
And do you know where they're taking you?
Okay.
Do you know where they're taking you? Do you know what
No,
institution they're taking you to?
not at the moment.
So why is it a secret, or what's the protocol?
Well, the protocol is that you're not allowed to know and not allowed to share with anyone.
Mm-hmm. And so are you going to have to start over and be able to get privileges?
Yes, privileges
to be able to communicate to me?
Well, I mean, he's probably going to have to, buy commissary, buy clothes, buy shoes, the normal thing that you do when you first arrive in prison.
And does Freedom Grow give you commissary money?
Yes, Freedom Grow gives me commissary money. Last Briscoe Project gives me commissary money.
Okay.
And so that's a good thing, yes. And all the people that are supporting my cause also give me money.
And you have access to that money. You have access to that money?
Yes, they sent me commissary money a week ago. That's Christian Project did, so that was a blessing. And also my birthday is coming up on the 20th.
The 20th of August? Oh, yes. Oh my God. So the 20th is on Tuesday.
Yes.
So
and I will locked up in a cell and in transit, most likely.
So do you know what day you're being transferred?
I'm leaving Monday.
Okay, Monday is like the, let's see.
Okay, that's good, Joe.
Okay. All right. Fantastic, everybody. So I'm really excited to follow Edwin, everybody, and I'll come back on screen right now with everybody. Yeah, Edwin's on the move. Edwin's on the move, and we don't want him to spend another birthday in jail. So everybody in prison, in prison. I don't know where we got that term that jail was not as clean as saying prison. When I say jail, sometimes people say no, say prison, Mr. Eichen.
Jail is municipal, prison is state and federal.
Oh, okay, okay. So like Opie, in the early days.
Take you to jail. The judge sends you to prison.
Oh, okay, okay. I learn something every day. Like the local prison where they're holding you before you go to local jail before you go to prison. It's the holding tank.
Well, yeah. There's also 30 days jail for not paying, a traffic ticket.
Well, I was about to say Mayberry RFD with Opie, that guy that was always in jail overnight, and Don Knotts was there. So those of you who are as old as us, there's only two of us here that would remember that. But that's jail. Okay, so I stand knowledgeable now. And do we have some
news? Jeff?
Yeah, we do have time for the news. It's only 45 after the hour. So everybody, Rodimus, I'm going to put on the front screen. Give us some news. I think there's some good stuff coming on. Here we go.
Okay.
So it's the news with WEEDSDAY, and we're so pleased and honored to have Rodimus share the news with us.
Thanks, Jeff. All right, then let's see here. Oh, I just had it queued up. There it is. No, it's still hiding in the background. Yeah, that's the second there. Okay, here we go. New Jersey, I'm Rodimus Hurrah here. I'm going to get the canon news for the day that Jeff kindly provided me with. Copy to read. So here is New Jersey panel to hear new case of cop fired for using cannabis. Nearly 2 weeks after a federal judge said he wouldn't weigh in yet on whether it's legal for New Jersey cops to use marijuana, the Civil Service Commission is set to decide the fate of another police officer who was terminated for ingesting cannabis. On Wednesday, the commission is expected to hear the case of Mackenzie Riley, a Jersey City police officer fired in August 2023 after a drug test showed his urine tested positive for cannabis. Riley is one of 5 Jersey City police officers fighting their terminations for cannabis use and seeking to dismiss a lawsuit Jersey City filed against the state in October that argues the federal ban on cannabis preempts the state law legalizing the substance. An administrative law judge has recommended the commission reverse Riley's termination. New Jersey legalized cannabis in 2021, and after the Marijuana Legalization Act went into effect, the state attorney general said police officers cannot be disciplined for using marijuana legally and off duty. When the state issued the memo, Jersey City Mayor Steve Fulop announced the city would defy the state and continue to bar its officers from using cannabis. Fulop is seeking the Democratic nomination for governor in 2025. Riley, the officer, Omar Polanco, Norhan Mansour, Montavious Patton, and Richie Lopez are the 5 cops named as defendants in the lawsuit, arguing they should be able to consume legal cannabis and hold their jobs as cops. The Civil Service Commission has already ordered the city to reinstate Mansour and Polanco, though it is unclear if the city has hired them back to their posts. In its lawsuit against New Jersey, attorneys for the city have argued that police officers are subject to a federal law that bans people from possessing firearms and ammunition if they use cannabis. The federal law, they say, preempts the state's marijuana legalization law, but the Civil Service Commission and administrative law judges have repeatedly found otherwise. 5 officers in the Jersey City police officer, sorry, I just lost my place here. Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. Oh, here we go. The 5 officers in the Jersey City Police Officers Benevolent Association maintain the city has no standing to sue and claim the city filed in federal court only because they have been losing in the state employment proceedings. That's complicated. The judge overseeing the lawsuit on August 2nd declined to step in, staying his findings at least until all the officers fighting their terminations have had their cases heard by the Civil Service Commission. Well, we'll have to follow that one. That's a pretty important case going on there because, you know, in their recreational time, meaning when they're not on duty, in a state that has it legalized, they should be able to enjoy the plant. And yet there's some wrangling. It sounds like a political wrangling between the guy who's trying to run for governor next year. Kind of thick there, but we should follow that story. There's one more little one here. South by Southwest Festival opens voting on cannabis and psychedelic panels for the 2025 event. Voting is now open for panels to be part of next year's South by Southwest conference in Austin, Texas, allowing anyone with an opinion to weigh in on what topics the festival covers and whose views are featured on stage. There are more than a dozen proposed panels on cannabis, including both marijuana and hemp, and more than 60 on psychedelics. That's a decline compared to what was offered in recent years. Among the proposals are 21 cannabis panels, including 7 around hemp and its derivatives, and 14 around marijuana. They fall in broad categories such as culture, government, and civic engagement, climate and sustainability, as well as branding and advertising. And then there's something that's blocking some of the text here. There's a black box somehow that is not, let me see if I can get rid of that. No, it looks like it's permanently part of the thing that was sent to me. So I can't read on until another more couple paragraphs go by. That's enough for that story. You know what? That's going to wrap the news for today. And thanks for listening. And back to Jeff.
Okay. Any editorial? Did you think about? I mean, is there anything?
Yeah, I did a little editorializing about that first story about how the thickness of the politics there going on in that case with the police officers who are trying to have their jobs reinstated. So it's like a federal law, state law thing that's in clash. And then there's also some people using the whole thing as a political football for their election plans, their political career plans. And that's what makes things thick. When people who get involved who are normally civil servants, meaning elected by the people to serve the people, and then they start using these issues for personal gain for their political campaigns. That's when stuff gets a little bit hinky and makes things not pure and not easily resolved. It makes things more complicated because you've got somebody's political ambitions in the way. That's my opinion on that. And then the second story, South by Southwest, obviously says it was a decline. What's here? Hold on a second. Here we got a nice comment from Hannah Nurse here. She says, she says, politics from greedy politricians. Oh, you got that right, girl. All right. Well, let's see here. So I guess, no, I don't have anything else to say about that, but thank you for offering the opportunity for me, Jeff. I think the news speaks for itself.
The news does speak for itself. So everybody, I'm going to come back to our view that brings yeah.
We also have a second quote. Do not let this show close without Solo's second quote.
Okay. Well, we're not there yet because Solo pulled us out with it. We've got a few more minutes.
He's also got his finger raised because he wants to say something.
Oh, come on in, Solo.
So that's what I don't understand. When people are outside of work and we want to live a normal life, and even if you're a medical patient and you want to smoke weed, it's okay. But when you get to work and you understand like there's policy, no weed, because it's drugs, right? They'll say it's drugs or whatever the case may be. But you can still test positive and get into all this trouble. And the thing is, weed is becoming more recognizable for people to, when they go outside of work, they want to relax or whatever the case may be, or they might have their own issues. They deal with anxiety, depression, whatever the case may be, right? It's just like you're outside of work and you consume alcohol. It's a whole nother standard for people who drink alcohol outside of work and they do what they do. But when people consume weed, it's the end of the world. We do understand you're supposed to consume weed, responsibility, right? Responsibility, whatever the case may be, just like alcohol. But when you test positive for it and let's say you have a medical card, that's a whole nother story. It's 10 different issues. That doesn't make sense to me. Make that make sense to me.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will go and have a couple of beers at lunch, and they come back to work. So they're doing alcohol in the middle of the day. Why can't somebody smoke a J at lunch, with a friend or two? Of course, that does mean you come back to work with that in your blood system and affecting your point of view. And I guess the concern there is motor skills slash blah blah blah. But we know that alcohol is far more detrimental to motor skills than weed is. Although, Solo and everybody, one of the things that's in the works right now that's really about to happen is once we have federal legalization and the schedule changes, more people will be able to be given grants and the ability to research marijuana and scientifically study what sort of impairments, if any, happen. How does it actually affect us in various different parts of our lives and our speech, our hearing, et cetera, et cetera. I'm being rather optimistic here, but it may be discovered. And again, this is just a maybe. That a little marijuana actually will enhance your ability to do some jobs. I mean, there's nothing to stop us from finding that out. It may be possible that a certain type of work actually benefits from there being some marijuana in the system or some THC. I mean, so we don't know these things yet empirically. Some people can tell you, hey, I concentrate better, or I'm more creative, or all these things that people have been doing for centuries. Musicians, etc., and artists and people doing creative work, even like design work at a advertising company or whatever it is. There's many things that would not be impairments, but then there are other jobs where yes, you certainly don't want to trust a welder who's putting together some pipeline, because you can forget something without realizing that you're forgetting something if you're a certain type of body chemistry when you're on THC. So we don't want the welder doing welds that might blow people up in the future, and it goes for alcohol too, of course. But so there are obviously some jobs that should forbid it.
The moral of that story is?
Well, that story is we need the research and we need to have the schedule changed federally so that the research can begin.
Can go forward, right.
So we can have the answers to these questions that we're asking.
And be mindful, everybody, as Rodimus is sharing with us, of your intake and when. It's after hours. It's in your privacy of your own home. And until we have smoking bars and green taxis to take you home,
And as Solo said, smoke responsibly.
Yeah, be responsible and everything in moderation, even if it's alcohol. Everything but love. Bring the love on as far and as hard as you can. But Jeffrey Fresh here, Jeff Eichen, Women in Weeds Day, episode 221. Don't forget it. We've been here quite a while, and maybe we'll even pick up some Montel here for our concert swag, and maybe we'll invite him to be an MC, and that would be great. So bing, 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 bing. Let's go, everybody. And it's Women in Weeds Day. One final word, Rodimus? You're muted.
Solo Breezy closing quote.
Closing quote, Solo.
Let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Quoted by the great unknown, because Ronnie mistakes his sources. Change your life today. Do not gamble on your future. Act now without delay.
Sounds like good advertising for life.
Ham Pam Hooray. We're going to do our outro right now, everybody. It's been a great show. Rodimus, I'll catch you in a little while. And
look at Canna Nurse. She has been so poised this entire show, just sitting there like the Mona Lisa. We love you, Canna Nurse.
She says the power of love, everybody. And that's the biggest. Any final words, Jeannie? And I'll read them to everybody for Women in Weeds Day. Our only woman on the show today. Any final words for us?
She's typing away. She's typing away. Give her a chance. There we go. Here we go.
Edwin will never forget you or the others. Well said, Bowlmate. So instead of soulmate, we say Bowlmate now. So everybody, just know that Edwin, we're coming for you. Edwin's on the move. Just put yourself in Edwin's shoes. He's going to another prison, meeting new people, having new food. It's just freaking wrong, weird. But he's going to a lower impact operation, so maybe that he's going to go from lower to home. So visualize it, everybody.
That foot tapping again.
The what?
The foot's tapping away.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. And so
sounds like an Indian drum. That's the positive side of this, Jeff.
Okay.
Sounds like an Indian drum. Boom,
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom,
I got nervous leg syndrome, everybody, and Rodimus is helping me to break it, and Kim is helping me to break, So there you go, YK, and everybody have a great week. Look for us live from this weekend. Come on in on the weekend on my Facebook, everybody, and my YouTube channel, and let's see if we can go some live stream from the Emerald Cup. And I'm not slowing down, everybody. Women in Weeds Day, episode 221. Thank you.
Solo's got one more thing to say.
Yeah, come on in.
Could you tell me more about the Emerald Cup? Could you explain to me more, like what is that? Since I'm out here on the East Coast, I don't know what it's like on the West Coast. I want to know more about the Emerald Cup.
Thank you. We can go over a little bit. Here we go. So we're going to go right here to, let's go to the Emerald Cup here. THE, the Emerald Cup. So the Emerald Cup here, we're going to go inside the Emerald Cup here. So the Emerald Cup, 20th anniversary. And it's in Oakland, California. And thank you for asking, Solo. And if you click on these three little lines here, I don't know who did that. It's stoners will never find that.
Why don't you just explain it? Why don't you just put it in a nutshell in your own words, Jeff? That's what really.
No. I'm gonna show you here a couple of the things that are happening there. The Urban Mixer. So there's going to be an intimate event hosted by research team and kicks off a community engagement for the research project. So that's pretty cool. And then a meet and greet they're going to have. And so it's a expo with booths and sessions and talks. And then there's going to be
awards.
They're going to have the OG award. Maybe Mr. Fresh, Jeff Eichen will get one. We don't know yet. And then they're going to have music events on Saturday night after the event and parties. So here are the parties. And so it looks pretty slamming. And then Saturday, there's some music, and Sunday. And then here are all the exhibitors there. Gremlin, Emerald Sky, Donkeys, Amazing Dr. Zymes, let's see, C4C, Case for Cannabis, Dope Era, Puffco will be there. So, get your butt down to Oakland Oakland, at the event there. It's going to be fantastic. And we're on our way. So I got to pack today and do a little bit of follow-up with Rodimus later. But in the meantime, since I'm sharing screen, we're going to roll out of here. And we'll roll out of here with some of our favorite beginning here. And you can sing along, everybody. Here we go. And we say, everything's going to be all right. Bob Marley's our hero. Yay. It's episode 221. It's Women in Weeds Day. And so welcome aboard. And may all the prisoners come home. May Edwin Rubiz be safe in his next prison. They're moving him this week. And he said it'll be dark for about 30 days. And then we're going to start again to go in to find him. So everybody, Hemp Hemp Hooray, episode 221.
Open hearts.
Open hearts.
We will sing our way to wholeness.
We will sing our way to wholeness.
Again. will sing our way to wholeness.
Woo!
And Snoop was great actually at the Olympics.
And
Everybody.
don't bogart that joint. Stash Wagner is licensing us this for the first song on our CD for our concert, Relief, in 2025. We're going down to California this weekend to begin to do our push for the concert Relief for the prisoners and legislation. We're going to be meeting at the Oakland Coliseum. And there's Tommy and his son, and there's Tommy. So thanks to all the fathers and the OGs. So rescheduling it? No. Let's re-legalize it and don't criticize it. Be sure to go to relieffoundation.org and do support us.
Episode 221, everybody. That was this week, Women in Weeds Day. Check out where I'm going, Oakland. That's quite a fro. Ganja D.
Happy parade.
And don't forget, everybody, if you stay medicated, don't get in your car and don't drive far. And thank you, Jeannie. She says, we love the Emerald Cup. The Ballmates, cheers, be safe. Jeff and Kim and Nana, we love you. So Genie in a Bottle for Women in Weeds Day. And one of these days we'll get our mates back from San Francisco that brought me down to this expo. It was the Women in Cannabis Expo. And we will be seeing you next week, everybody. Thank you. And don't forget, Hemp Hemp Hooray, 3, 2, 1, F Schedule 1. I'm out. Okay, everybody, it's still Weeds Day, and we are going to share a little bit about, the Emerald Cup's going to be fun, super, super fun, and I hope you all get to be able to come and be part of it. And here, let's see here. There's a competition. Let's see what the competition is all about. The judges, the categories, the competition guide, and competition FAQs, event info. Let's see what event info. News about us, media partner. Okay, let's see what the news says. So we click on the news, and there it is. All these little different news biddies, and enter here. Let's see what the 19th. So that was last year. So it's going to be fun. I'm on my way there, and I'm going to stream out here with StreamYard. And thank you so much, StreamYard. It's Jeff Eichen here with Weedsday. It's been a pleasure. And I mean, we have to talk about bringing them home and ending prohibition. Hemp Hemp Hooray, everybody. Jeff Eichen saying, I'll see you down in California this weekend. Come on board. Come on to my show. Okay. Peace out.